Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and today I'm going to update you guys on all the stocks that I've talked about for my long-term growth portfolio. Remember, this is a weekly style video. We're going to get straight into it. So the first stock we're going to be looking at is Tellurian, ticker symbol TELL. We closed the day at $3.30. You guys could see I'm up 162% on this play. This last week, Tellurian did go crazy. So if we look at Tellurian here on the daily time frame, I had a Fibonacci retracement put onto the stock, and so you can see anything in this gray zone, in my opinion, is still a buy, but obviously the lower you can get it, the better. And so if we zoom in a little bit, there are a couple lines of resistance and support to look forward to. So right now, we actually did break over a line of resistance here at around 288. So as soon as we broke that, we can see the price action. We just exploded above this line. We got rejected one time during the week, but then we came back strong. We gapped up incredibly, and so there isn't really any more resistance above this point until at around $5.10. And so what's next for Tellurian? I think the next move for Tellurian right here is to get to this line of resistance at around 510. If we can get to that point, then we will finally be trading back into a reasonable range where I believe Tellurian should be before they start their construction on Driftwood. And so we do have $2 upside still left on this one, so I'm excited to see where this one goes. We have been moving quite quickly. You can see we're up 22.22% on Friday. The stock has been going crazy. If you look at the volume as well, you could just see incredible volume, green volume as well. And so it's just been beautiful times in Tellurian right now. I'm glad investors are starting to catch on onto what this is, but I could not be any happier with this stock. This is a long-term hold, a beautiful company. This company is going to make a killing for shareholders in the future, and we are still in the early innings with this one. And the second stock we're going to be looking at is NLC, closed at $3.18. You guys can see I have an average price of about $2.14. We're up about 48% on this one. And so this one is a pretty solid play. If we look at the chart on this one, we have started to see it drop down a little bit, which we did need. Like you could see with these moving averages, this one has just been climbing ever since about October. We have been so far away from this 50-day moving average. And so I do see this one coming down a little bit. We did have 2 consecutive days where it did look like we were trading sideways, which is great to see. If we can start to consolidate up at these levels, I will not mind, because it is a healthy pullback. We have been going crazy on this one recently, and so I would not mind us trading sideways for a little bit, consolidating, and then getting ready for our next move. Overall, NLC, you can see, has had an extraordinary run the last couple months. Beautiful stock for the long term. Again, I have videos on all of these stocks to know why I'm bullish and why maybe you should buy into these stocks as well. In a nutshell, Neolithium is a play that I like because I believe in the EV revolution that's going to happen, the renewable green energy, and I think with Neolithium at the forefront as the miners, they're going to get a lot of business in the next couple decades. And so this is a very strong long-term play in my opinion. Overall, we've had a crazy week in this one. Third stock of the day, we have IQE, ticker symbol IQ. Closed at $20.62. You guys can see I have an average price here at $16.83. We are up over 22% on this one. And so if we look at the charts for this one, I added the moving averages to show you guys exactly what happened. So IQ, since bottoming here at around 1640, we have just been steadily climbing. Volume has been relatively stable throughout this run up. And so one thing that I am going to be cautious with IQ these next following weeks is we did end up filling this gap here to the downside, which was great to see, but we did get rejected by the 50-day and the 200-day moving average with IQ. You can see if I zoom in a little bit more, we got to that point, we got rejected here at the 50 and then here at the 200, and right now we are here below. Whenever you get rejected by 2 moving averages, it is bearish in the short term. So I am going to keep my eyes on IQ with this one, but again, this is for a long-term hold. But if we are looking at it on a day-to-day basis, we did get rejected by the moving averages. IQ could see some further downside in the next coming weeks. Well, we'll see if we can rebound from this one. If we get any great news for IQ, maybe we can break above these averages, but as of right now, it does not look the greatest on the short-term technical basis. Overall today, IQ is down 1.15%, but we've had a healthy run up since the bottom here at around December, and so that is IQ on the weekly. Last but not least, fourth stock of the day, Scorpio Tankers, ticker symbol STNG, closed out at $12.08. You can see I have an average price of $8.64. and we are up almost 40% with this one. I created a video, my first video on this channel, talking about this stock being the best investment of 2020. I do believe there's a super cycle on the horizon in the next couple of years, and I think it's going to take investors a little bit of time to catch on to what exactly is going on. I think those people who are in the stock right now are ahead of the game. They know exactly what's going on. But if we look at the stock on a technical basis, we can see here we got rejected by the 200-day moving average, and this is when options expired on the 15th of January. And so once we got past that point, you see we got rejected here, and now we are sitting and using this 50-day as a line of support. So I want to see how this one trends in the next couple weeks. We do have earnings coming for this one, but we are seasonally low on rates because of the pandemic. And so this year, in my opinion, the rates are going to stay low, but we are so grossly undervalued that we could see some share appreciation within the year. With that being said, the real benefits of this stock are going to come in the next couple of years when you see the dividend start to increase, once their eco fleet starts to get the respect and the premium prices that they will get eventually in the future. This industry in this sector is ready for a boom. It is very cyclical. We had a 10-year bear market for product tankers, and so there is going to be that supply deficit that we're currently seeing in terms of ships, and the demand increase and the increase in tonnage miles for STNG is only going to benefit, and that's going to benefit shareholders. But in the short term, we are still trying to fight and get past this line of resistance here at around 14. So if we're looking at STNG on a Fibonacci level right here at 1522, you can see we have a line of resistance. And so just according to Fibonacci here, this retracement does tell me that anything below that level is a buy, in my opinion. I did say anything below 14 is a buy. And so right now we are at $12. So I definitely think this is a steal. This is one of those ones that you just got to buy it, set it and forget it. Don't look at daily movements with this one, because this one is going to give you a lot of anxiety. This thing is volatile, and the whole point of making money is to get on the train before Wall Street even picks up on it. And so that is where STNG is, in my opinion. But with that being said, we had a overall tough week for STNG after we topped out here at around 1473. And so you can see we had consecutive red days, a lot of volume coming in, which is red. And so STNG long-term hold, tough week though, and we will see where this one heads. There we have it, guys. Those are the 4 stocks that I'm holding, the average prices I have on these stocks. Remember, this is a weekly style video, just so you guys know I'm still holding these stocks, keeping you guys as up to date as possible on these ones. And so if you guys like this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscribe button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I will see you guys in the next one.